Hello students, welcome to my channel Kirti Sikhyashram. Today we are going to discuss 6th chapter of the class 9, that is lines and angles. In this video we are going to discuss various definitions. So first definition is your line. So what is a line? That is a set of coplanar points having length only and can extended infinitely in two direction is called a line. So here there are infinity number of points. These are all coplanar points, right? So the set of coplanar points having length only. Here it has only length. Let this is 5 centimeter. This has only length but no breadth. Okay, and can be extended infinitely. I can write here b, I can write here b. Extended in both the sides or both the direction is called a line. Understand? Okay, then what is a line segment? A line segment is a part of line whose both ends are fixed. What is the meaning? So this is a part of line. If this is a line, if I took AB from here, so here A and B, the both the ends are fixed. That is, we cannot extend it beyond B, or we cannot extend it beyond A. So the end point are fixed. So it is a part of line whose both ends are fixed. Then it is called a line segment. Then what is a ray? A ray is also a part of line. A ray is a part of line whose one end is fixed. Here one end is fixed. That means we cannot extend this line segment or this ray beyond A. Understand? And another end is free. That means I can extend up to whatever, up to infinity, this point, but this point is fixed. Understand what is ray? Then what are coplanar points? What are coplanar points? So if the points lie on the same line, then they are called collinear points. Collinear points. That means if A, B, C, there are 3 points and they lie on the same line. They lie on the same line, then they are called collinear points. Understand? So what is non-collinear points? If the points are not on the same line, then they are called non-collinear points. For example, let's take this is a line A, B, and another point is C, which is not on line AB. Then here A, B and C not lie on the same line, then we cannot say A, B, C are collinear points. Understand? If the points are not on the same line, then they are called non-collinear points. Understand up to this? Let's go to the next definition. So what is an angle? Next definition is angle. It says when two ray emerges from a single point, then they produce an angle. That means O is a ray, right? And OB is also a ray, and they emerges. They starts from a single point, that is O. Then they produce an angle. Okay, in the previous class we have studied what is an angle. When two ray intersect, they produced when two line intersect, they produce angles. Here is the same. If I took this point and this is a ray, this is another ray, and this is another ray, this is another, and the angle is between these two rays. Understand? So these have the common origin, and here it is a point. The ray of an angle are called arms. So OA is an arm and OB is another arm of AOB angle. Understand? Okay, let's go to the next definition, that is what is an acute angle. If the measure of an angle is less than 90, then it is called an acute angle. That means if I took an angle APQR and the measure is 60 degrees, 60 is less than 90 degree, that means PQR is an acute angle. And here POZ, whose measure is 79 degree, who is also less than 90 degree, then it says POZ is also called an acute angle. Then right angle, what is a right angle? If the measure of an angle is 90 degree, then it is called a right angle. That means if I took an example, AOB is an angle whose measure is 90 degree, then I can say AOB is an right angle. Understand? Then what is an obtuse angle? If the measure of an angle is more than 90 and less than 180, then it is called an obtuse angle or obtuse angle. That means if I took an example, POA whose measure is 120 degree, 120 degree is greater than 90 degree and 120 is less than 180, that means POA is an obtuse angle. Here is another example, AOB whose measure is 175 degree. It is greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. That's why I can say AOB is an obtuse angle. Then what is a straight angle? If the measure of an angle is 180 degree, then it is called a straight angle. Understand? Or we can say a line is called a straight angle. That is AOB are three collinear points and they produced an angle of 180 degree. The measure of this angle is 180 degree. If the measure of the angle is 180 degree, then it is called a straight angle. Understand? Let's go to the next definition. Reflex angle. It says if the measure of an angle is more than 180 and less than 360, then it is called a reflex angle. That means AOB is an angle whose measure is 190 degree. 198 degree is greater than 180 but less than 360. Then AOB is called a reflex angle. The question may ask if an angle is 60 degree. If an angle is 60 degree, write down its reflex angle. So its reflex angle will be this. That means let this is AOB. Write down the reflex angle of AOB. Reflex of AOB angle will be 360 minus 60 is equal to 300. So 300 will be the reflex angle of your AOB angle. Then what is a complementary angle? If the sum of two different angles is equal to 90 degree, then it is called a complementary angle, or then they are called complementary angle of each other. If AOB is an angle whose measure is 60 degree and PQR is an angle whose measure is 30 degree, here AOB angle plus PQR angle is equal to 90 degree. 60 plus 30 is equal to 90. Then I can say AOB is the complementary angle of PQR and PQR is the complementary angle of AOB. Understand? Here the question may ask in your question, if AOB is equal to 45 degree, AOB let 35 degree, what is the complementary angle of AOB? Then I can say what is the complementary of angle AOB? This will be 90 minus 35, that means 55 degree. So here the complementary angle of AOB will be your 55 degree. Understand? These type of questions may ask in your questions. So then supplementary angle. In complementary angle we have already seen that the sum of two angles, if 90 degree, then they are complementary. In supplementary angle, if the sum of two different angles is equals to 180 degree, then they are called supplementary angles of each other. That means if AOB is 60 and PQR is 120, then AOB plus PQR, that is 60 plus 20 is equal to 180. Then I can say AOB is supplementary angle of PQR and PQR is supplementary angle of AOB. So here also the question may ask, if a measure of an angle is 55 degree, then what is the supplementary angle of this angle? Then I can write the answer will be supplementary of angle of x is equal to 180 minus 55, that is 120, sorry 125, 125. Understand what is supplementary angle? So let's go to the next definition. So the next definition is, what is an adjacent angle? If two angles have a common side or common arm, if two angles have common side or common arm and common origin, then they are called adjacent angles. What is the meaning? Here AOB is an angle and BOC is another angle, and they have the common arm OB and a common origin O. Then they are called adjacent angles. Understand? So here is another example. Here AOB is an angle, CDA is an angle, and OA is the common side, right? This is the common side here and here, but they do not have the common origin. So I cannot say CDA and AOB are adjacent angles. So the basic is they must have the common arm, as well as the common origin. Understand? Let's go to the next definition, that is linear pair of angles. If the sum of two adjacent angle is equals to 180 degree, then they are called linear pair. What is the meaning? So here AOB and BOC are two adjacent angles, and the sum of these two angles, that is 120 and 60, is equal to 180. If the sum of two adjacent angle is 180 degree, then they are called linear pair angles. Here AOB and BOC are adjacent angles, so they are called AOB and BOC are called linear pairs. Understand? Let's go to the next definition. So the next definition is for intersecting lines. If the two lines have a single common point, then they are called intersecting line. That means if AB and CD have a common point O, then they are called intersecting lines. Let us example here XY and ZM is another line. They have a common point over here, so I can say that XY and ZM intersect with each other. Understand? Let's go to what are non-intersecting lines. If two lines does not have a common point or they do not intersect with each other, they are called non-intersecting lines or parallel lines. Non-intersecting lines, otherwise called as parallel lines. Okay, so this is the definition of intersecting lines. This is all about your basic definitions. So let's go to the main part, that is your axioms. So here is the first axiom, axiom 6.1, and what it says: if a ray stands on a line, then the sum of adjacent angles so found is 180 degree. Here AB is a line, and OQ is a ray which stands upon A and B, and the sum of two angles is 180 degree, because they become adjacent angles, and the sum of these two angles is 180 degree. This is your first axiom, axiom 6.1. Understand? So again I will say, let us consider PQ is a line and a ray MN stands upon it. Then I can write PNM angle plus MNQ angle is equal to 180 degree, or they are linear paired with each other. Understand? Let's go to the next axiom. So axiom 6.2 says that if the sum of two adjacent angle is 180 degree, then then the non-common arms forms a line. That means if AOB is an angle and BOC is another angle and they are adjacent angles, and the measure of AOB plus BOC is equal to 180 degree, then I can say AC is a line. AC is a line. That means if it is 180 degree and this is 60 degree, the sum of these two is equal to 180 degree. Then after I can say that AC is a line because they are non-common arms. OB is the common arm. So understand first, if the sum of two adjacent angles, these are two adjacent angles and the sum is 180 degree, then the non-common sides, that is AO and OC, form a line, that is AC is a line. Understand? This is all about your axiom. Then let's go to the theorem 6.1. This is very important. Let's go to the theorem. Here is the theorem. It states that if two lines intersect with each other, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. That means let AB and CD are two lines. They intersect at the point O. It forms four angles and the vertical opposite angle, that means this and this equal to this and this equal to this. So you have to prove this. Let us consider AOC and AOD. AOC angle plus AOD angle is equal to 180 because this is a line and this ray falls on it. According to axiom 6.1, this plus this is equal to 180 degree. So I can write it AOC plus AOD is equal to 1. Similarly, AOD plus DOB, these are linear pairs. So AOD plus DOB is equal to 180 degree. This is equation 2. From equation 1 and 2, I can say here the sum of these two is equal to 180. Here the sum of these two is equal to 180. So that I can say that this plus this is equal to this plus this. That means AOC plus AOD is equal to AOD plus DOB. Here this will be cancelled and AOC is equal to DOB. See, this is your vertical opposite angles. So one is proved. This angle is equal to this angle. Then, so here also I can write DOB angle plus BOC angle is equal to 180 degree. DOB plus BOC is equal to 180. Let us consider this is equation 3. Now comparing equation 2 and equation 3, comparing this and this, I can write AOD plus DOB is equal to DOB plus BOC. DOB will be cancelled and AOD is equal to BOC. And these are vertical opposite angles. So axiom 6.1 is proved that if two lines intersect with each other, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. Understand? So this is all about your definitions, axiom and theorem. In the next video we will discuss example and as well as exercise 6.1. So if you like the video, then please do subscribe the channel and share with your friends. Thank you.